Yo, Soundwave, kick it! Kick it, Soundwave! Dude, just kick it! What are you doing? No! Oh, Soundwave, you're almost the perfect Decepticon. Perfect design, perfect commander, perfect gimmicks, perfect excuse of mass shifting, because who's gonna argue with the cassette player transforming into this hunk of a man? As you're probably aware, he is the chief communications officer of the Decepticons, loyal to Megatron, possesses numerous minions in his chest, deployed literally at his fingertip, wicked DJ, and fantastic at dancing. Soundwave returns in the Siege War for Cybertron line. Yes, a good-sized Voyager class Soundwave with the robot fitting that unforgettable style. Hopefully they got all the marks right. Soundwave transforms into 404 error file not found, reinstall Windows program. I think it's supposed to be a Cybertronian jet. I heard hovercraft. Honestly, if you told me this was the McFly hoverboard we were promised, I probably wouldn't argue. Listen, I get why he's not a cassette player. Kids in the modern day are probably too busy fighting over a potato online to understand the idea. Best they could do is maybe a Nintendo Switch looking thing. So I get why they opt out for an alien jet. It's not the first time, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is dumb. G1 is so stupid. Oh yeah, how's this any flippin' better? What's with these Voyager jets and the lack of effort? I mean, previously toys like this had the excuse of a third mode, but what's the excuse here? I guess the boxy style is familiar, and the very back kinda looks like the cassette mode with loud red ears. The Cybertron design kinda had similar themes, with the legs on the front and the back with an opening compartment for the minions. However, there's a specific restyling to this that flows, and you get the general idea. This was drunk. I do like to think of it as a floating alien concert stage. Think about it. I like that idea for a few reasons. It makes these side things feel like giant stereos, even at the front. It has a nice platform for Eiffel 65, and I don't have to think of it as garbage. I find it odd though. There are these panels that cover the feet, I assume to clean up the robot, but it's still good to see rather than the feet sticking out, even though the scratches aren't consistent. Also dig the added side rockets. Lazy alt mode, but with effort? The two original guns can connect here, but the gray one just tabs to the side. Gee, for this to be crammed into the toy, I wonder if it has any importance.
Nope.
Also, Soundwave has skis with siege ports, but that would suggest that I want to display it in this mode. I do like that tiny cockpit, so cute. And I guess you can create your own fan mode, but wait! There is another mode. Allow me to introduce you to the alien streetlight. Seems stupid in concept, but this is a nod to the original first episode of the Transformers. Granted, some changes like the top section, which makes a nice touch, and the arms wrapping around with the skis pointed up. If you assume this is a fan mode not seen in the instructions, just take a black light to the artwork or flip out the tab on the package, and you will see an outline of this mode. So yeah, suck it, it's real. There is some benefit to the alt mode, hiding in plain sight even in their home planet, and to boot, it's not ugly as hell. Sadly, there's no official cassette player, but either get the upgrade kit or slide the arms and put them to the side. Now enjoy as you beatbox with rad attitude. This thing again. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. They probably did this to keep the robot clean. If it was a truck, then the wheels would get in the way. But I could probably come up with something better with my shoes tied. Watch.
Yeah.
I don't want this to take down the ship, but it really waters down the Soundwave figure. There's nothing inspired about this and just seems lame. Robot mode. What's up, good looking? Where have you been? It's really amazing how this figure goes from bullocks to beautiful. This robot mode looks so much like the masterpiece with the proportions and colors. I mean, aside from the backpack and skis off to the side, yeah, So much for clean. There's a clear respect and passion that turns the leader figure into a tryhard. Speaking of which, I much prefer Soundwave at the scale. I think we certainly needed a Voyager class properly made Soundwave, even with the scuff marks which add a little flair. If you're at war, I imagine the screen chest would need to be replaced often. The head is just so perfect I could kiss it. They have that serious mouth plate, iconic design, and the only thing that would make it better is light piping. I'm horny! Did someone say articulation? Ball jointed head, shoulders out and in, forward and back rotation below, double elbow, waist rotation, hips out and in, forward and back rotation below, knee bend, and foot tilt. Soundwave is fine in a standard intimidating pose, but you've got a lot to work with and it's wonderful. Dance for me! He even kept the original play buttons on the crotch with the side buttons that can move out of the way for the legs. Plus, you can recreate that gif. Let's take a look at the accessories. Part of the C.O.M.B.A.T gimmick, he includes his original blasters that I'm not going to bother with saying the names. His shoulder cannon has a spot on top, while the other extends to form the classic blaster. I don't have too much to complain with the blaster, but the shoulder cannon peg can slip out, and on the back it pushes the backpack, which can stay but already has trouble tabbing in. He also has this, which... You sure this is for Soundwave? Whose gun is this? I tried looking up a reference point, but couldn't find much. However, you can open this up, attach the other two weapons, and get this! I don't understand. Was this why it was shoved into the alt mode? Did no one want to say no to the intern? You could just attach the two other guns if you want a siege gimmick, so what's the point? Wait, open it, add the shoulder cannon, and sweet, a sonic battle hammer. You can connect weapons to the shoulders, back, arms, hands, side of the legs, or feet. You can attach siege blast effects all over, including these ski blasters you can flip out. What's this button do? Oh, is someone hungry for some cassettes? I'm glad to bring in the MicroMaster cassette pack. This spring-loaded cassette case opens pretty swiftly, and though it seems to push the ab hinges back slightly, my only problem is you can only add one. He's even got the trigger finger to push the button himself, or to check if Laserbeak is a boy or girl. And yes, there are little gaps for Laserbeak's feet. Soundwave has some flaws that really bring him down a peg, including the alt mode, which is frustrating because the robot mode shows there was some passion to this. I'm guessing they didn't want to destroy the robot with alt mode kibble, but he's already got some. The robot is fine as is. In fact, the overall look and playability almost makes up for the issues. This is probably the perfect Decepticon character, and if you're huge into Soundwave, this is something that you should probably look into. I'm sure you'll be satisfied with something because there's still a lot here to like. Alt mode, inferior, Soundwave, sex appeal.